there are any officers watching, I'd just like to point this out to you, gentlemen. You see what too much overtime can do, so be careful there. Now, these two ladies, better known as Bea and Joan the Freak Ferguson, are often seen behind bars, so I said to the director, well, why fight it? Here they are, Maggie Kirkpatrick and Val Lehman. Welcome.
Thank you, Linda.
Now, I don't know what it feels like, but this is... It seems a bit more stable than the set you used to.
Oh, no.
Our bars were metal.
Yes.
And contrary to rumours, they didn't move.
Oh, so it's our television sets then, is it?
It must be.
No, I think you're confusing us with Crossroads.
Now, Val, you've moved to Britain. Why do you think this series is so popular? I understand 10 million viewers are hooked.
Indeed they are, which is surprising considering the very late time slot that's been allocated. But what actually makes it popular is difficult to put your finger on. I think that the fact that it's a woman's prison, because they did in fact make a male version of it, which was a total flop, a woman's prison, the idea of being able to have a peek behind the walls of a prison with all these ladies in it, I think is one of the sort of voyeuristic aspects of the show. Also, I think in their wisdom, Grundy's cast stage actresses who managed to create fairly sort of strong characters quite quickly that grabbed the audience's imagination.
Well, I mean, one of those strong characters is Joan the Freak Ferguson.
Yes,
Maggie.
not a pussycat.
I mean, she's quite weird, isn't she? You know, with her
Depends what your definition of weird is.
I mean, when you first were approached to play the Freak, I mean, how did you feel about her?
Quite happy, quite excited about a challenge. I mean, it's just an actor's job to take up a challenge, and it didn't occur to me that it was particularly weird or indeed would be as popular. I mean, for me it was a job, and I was quite happy, and the powers that be were quite happy with what I did with it. And I had a lot of fun. It was a lot of hard work, but it was very good to get out of that uniform and have a few curls.
I bet. How did the public react to Joan Ferguson?
Fairly benignly, really, except here. It was not a problem in Australia. I was warned that I'd have cans of baked beans thrown at me in supermarkets and things, but no, no hate mail, ever. I mean, letters from kids, from young people, from old folks, mums and dads, all terribly complimentary, and all addressed to Maggie, not to Joan. They differentiated between the two. It seems to be a little more difficult here, if I might say so.
Why do you think that is? I mean, you might know about, because you've lived here a bit longer.
I think because perhaps the population in this country spends far more time locked indoors than they do in Australia, and that that there are a large number of people who live their lives vicariously through these soap operas.
Was it as big a hit in Australia?
Oh yes,
It was very big.
yes. You didn't discover it.
Huge.
I have to tell you, it was shown twice a day in New Zealand. It had a viewing audience in America 12 years ago of 39 million.
Wow.
And was top-rating show in Australia for many years.
Superstar status. I mean, one of the things I have to ask you ladies, it's obviously a cult series. It has a big following amongst the gay community, and I wonder how you felt about that.
I don't think it has any larger following in the gay community than any other show.
Not at all. But I mean, why would you even consider that was a peculiar thing? I mean,
they do watch television.
They watch television, you know.
They even own them. Some of them work in it.
I don't know. I think the larger-than-life thing has a lot to do with it, and I agree with Val that you really can't slot your type of audience like that. That's really quite silly. But I think the bigness of it, not just our sizes, I don't mean by that, but a kind of larger-than-life aspect.
Golden Girls style people.
Golden Girls without the makeup, yes. Well, we've graduated now, you see, into the Golden Girls type now. That's what we're looking for. We're looking for roles
Well,
like
you're
that.
definitely going to make it, because you're certainly two very golden operators. Thank you very much, Maggie and
It's our
Val.
pleasure.
And if you could, I'll let you out afterwards, okay?
Oh,
We'll give you a garden. That would be nice.